Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explore something new for you guys. Today I am going to give you a complete review of a car. So let's see. This is Skoda Karoq. You probably must have heard about this car. This was launched I think around August and July 2020. So this is complete build unit, and only certain number of pieces has been brought from Europe. So this has been quite an interesting car for the consumer. So I thought of giving you a review about this car. It's going to be quite interesting, I hope. And if you are really interested about car and have certain kind of emotions attached to your car, definitely stay tuned to this video, and we're going to have a broad information about this car. I'm going to give you in detailed review about this, all the features and how it feels to drive this car. Let's see. I'll show you guys the car. You can have a look of the entire car. So the design of this car is very premium from the first glance. This is not too big when it comes to its competitors like Jeep Compass. It is slightly bigger than Jeep Compass, but when it comes to the width, it is a bit smaller. But overall form factor of this car is very compact, and you can see. So you can see the rear part is very premium looking. Here we have a Skoda logo that has been introduced in the Skoda family recently. You have this LED light which illuminates very well in the night. You can see the diamond cut alloy wheel. Let me tell you guys, the A pillar is quite sufficient. You can have a very convenient look, and when it comes to the front, so this design, you can see the typical Skoda butterfly grille, and here you have the Skoda logo. And what the interesting part about this front of this car is that I really like these sharp lines coming downwards, merging with the logo. It's quite giving a sporty and enthusiast look. You can see the headlamps. It is completely LED, and let me tell you, it has got an adaptive light. So when you maneuver in the road, the light automatically adjusts itself. So that's quite a great features and a unique features in its segment. I think no other cars in the segment have these adaptive headlights. So this is the fog light, and the intensity of light is quite great, let me tell you. Now I'll show you the boot. You can see this boot has got quite a sufficient room. This has got quite a sufficient room. And also you can you can fold these rear seats if you have a huge luggage. Quite a sufficient boot, I would say. Now I'll show you the inside of this car. Now you can have a look at the inside of this car. Seeing the car at the first glance, it got my attention. It is something else. If you see the build quality, it is impeccable German finish. This is soft touch material, and the lower down is also having soft touch material, and you are getting the cool glove box here. And the complete layout is minimalistic and ergonomically convenient. Here you have the gearbox. And let me tell you about the infotainment system. Is quite simple and it's feature rich. You will be getting Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it has got a lot of features. You'll be getting couple of background lighting options. Changing the options will give you different color ambience. You can see that. And it has got also a kind of gesture control. I will show you. If you just put your finger close to it, it will, the display automatically pops up. And the special mention here is the virtual cockpit. The Audi cars has recently implemented this, and it has got a wide applause from a lot of reviewers, and this has been proved to be a great boom for Audi cars, and this has been carried out in the same Volkswagen family. And let me show you guys, this has been a great option. This virtual cockpit is great and very convenient. You'll have the lot of view options also. You can change over from here, so it is a great option. You can customize according to your need. So this is kind of sporty look. I like the steering wheel. It's very sporty, and it's feels great holding it. It's top of the line when it comes to its feel and overall build quality. I'll show you the rear. In the rear, typically 3 adults can sit comfortably, although there is a slight hump coming across, but I don't think it will be uncomfortable for many. I am 5'8", as you can see. I am comfortably able to sit over here and still have ample knee room left. So I think for the long journey it is for 4 people, but if you have to maneuver in city, you can 3 can easily sit over here. And also you will be getting a panoramic sunroof. You can see this is nowadays a great option to have, and Indian buyers like that part of the car. You can see the dash from here. It's very minimalistic and very premium. So the car buyers who are really like German cars, they are going to love it. You have LED light. You can feel the everything, every part of this build quality is so nice. You can feel the German third. This is you are going to get in German cars. They really worth the money when it comes to the build quality and overall feel and look of this car. Now I'll give you a driving experience of Skoda Karoq. Now guys, I'll give you my opinion about how it feels to drive Skoda Karoq. This car has got 1.5 liter turbocharged petrol engine, which produces 150 PS power and 250 Newton meter torque. So when it comes to the regular driving, it's quite a bit ample power. And when it comes to the competitions also, when it comes to petrol engine like Jeep Compass, it's kind of similar range. So this engine is, let me tell you, this engine is very refined, and the sound isolation this car has got is quite impeccable, let me tell you. As you can see, I'm driving almost 60 kilometers and the road is not that good, so the sound isolations, you can see it's pretty great. So when it comes to the engine, let me tell you, it has got kind of linear power delivery. So when you put the throttle, the power ramps up gradually. So it's not a sports car that when you push the throttle, it will give you a surge in power. So it's kind of linear nature, but you'll can have a sufficient fun driving this car. So in the city driving, it's a breeze overtaking cars. And even if I have driven this car in highway for around 2000 kilometers, so let me tell you, the experience is quite great, and I never have had the problem of overtaking cars, and it has got ample power. Even I have driven this car in a normal mode, not in sport mode. So in terms of engine and refinement, full marks from my side. And also the kind of, this engine is pretty silent. When the car remains idle, you don't get to feel whether the car is start or not. So it's quite a remarkable achievement in terms of this engine. Let me tell you about this has got 8-speed DSG gearbox, dual clutch unit, and when it comes to the shift, it's pretty fast in its upshift, and downshift also spot on. And when you put the throttle, it kind of it takes a bit of second, which is kind of normal. This kind of turbo lag is expected in any turbo engine, but it's not something of a deal breaker. So the power comes up pretty nice manner, and you can have ample power driving this car. You won't feel any shortage of that. So, and when it comes to the handling, it's not that kind of, you won't be getting a BMW kind of precisions from the steering, but you in the corner you can have, when you drive in the corner, you can have sufficient fun. And the steering is pretty light also, so in the city you won't be having any issue driving this car. So even when it comes to let me tell you about the ride quality. And the best thing about this car is its ride. So it has got a right blend of stiffness and softness. So it able to manage the Indian potholes pretty well. In terms of braking also, let me tell you, it has got kind of progressive braking system. It's not that sharp, and it's not that intrusive as well. So it has got a kind of progressive manner in its braking. So I prefer that kind of braking. And in the safety department also, let me tell you, it has got 9 airbags, and which is topping this segment, and all the competitors don't get that much of safety like you get from this car. And this is kind of the special mention here is when you drive this car, you'll be surprised how agile it is to drive. Whether you are driving in the corner or in the straight stretch, it gives you agile experience in terms of driving dynamics. So in terms of in its comparison, like I have driven MG Hector, Jeep Compass, it outshines them, whether it's ride quality or engine refinement. These two factors, this car gets full marks. So in terms of mileage, in the city normally I get 11 to 12, and when I'm driving in the highway, if you are not crossing the legal speed, you will be getting around 14-15. So in terms of mileage also, it's pretty okay in my opinion in this segment. And this car has got kind of cylinder deactivation thing, so it is new in this segment. So what happens when you're driving the car in the city, only 2 cylinders gets activated, and when only you push the throttle, all 4 cylinder gets engaged. So what it does, that it saves the fuel when you are driving in the city. So it's a great addition to this car. So a big thumbs up for this car, and I think this car really worth the money, and you won't be disappointed having this car. So guys, thank you for staying tuned to my video, and if you like this video, please do subscribe and like.